Does building a YouTube channel while having a full-time job feel completely impossible? You're told to hustle, to sacrifice sleep, and to choose between a stable job and a creative passion. But what if that's all wrong? What if the thing that glorifies the hustle culture is the exact thing that's holding you back? It's not just a feeling, the numbers are staggering. Recent studies show that anywhere between 62 and 90% of current creators experience burnout, with many of them considering quitting for good. But what if you could be thriving with just 5 hours a week? That's what I'm going to show you in this video, the exact blueprint to do just that. We're going to tear down the myth that you need more time and show you how to turn your limitations into your greatest strength. The internet is drowning in the rise and grind narrative. We see creators posting daily, filming insane videos, and basically living online. It creates this crushing pressure to do more, be more, create more, and it's not just unsustainable, it's a trap. A 2025 survey found that 52% of content creators had considered quitting due to burnout, pointing to algorithm pressures and the nonstop demand for new content. The real problem isn't that you lack time, it's that you are using the wrong strategy. The solution isn't to work harder, it's to work smarter. This isn't about finding 20 extra hours in your work week. It's about, taking the 5 to 10 that you do have and how to utilize those more efficiently. So if you're a busy professional, a parent, a student, if you have a passion but you feel totally trapped by your daily life, this is for you. We're going to stop thinking like a full-time influencer and start thinking like an efficient strategic creator. First things first, and this is the big one, choosing the right niche. This is where almost everyone messes up. They want to choose a trendy topic or a niche that's going to get high views, but they don't take into consideration that it requires tons of research and high energy, always on personality. When you're already drained from a 9 to 5, this model is designed for failure. Instead, you need a sustainable niche, and this is how you find it. First, apply the 10 p.m. test. It's 10 p.m., you've had a long, exhausting day, your willpower is at zero. Is this a topic that you can look at and talk about with genuine energy? If you have to force it, it's the wrong niche. For me, it's productivity and systems. Even whenever I'm tired, I can still nerd out about it, and it's part of how I operate. For you, it might be about navigating life as a working parent, or a specific software that you're a wizard at, or a hobby that's your genuine escape. Right. Second, we've got to do the production math. Cinematic travel vlog can easily take 10 plus hours for one single video. But a talking head educational video or a simple screen share tutorial, that can be researched, filmed, and edited in under 2 hours. For busy people, niches like education, personal finance, tutorials, tech reviews are gold mines because they pull from knowledge that you've already built. Your expertise slashes that research time, which is the biggest time suck of them all. Your day job isn't a disadvantage, it's an unfair advantage. If you're an accountant, you have years of personal finance knowledge. If you're a teacher, you know how to take complex subjects and make them simple. Stop trying to be a full-time entertainer and be the expert educator. That's the game you can win at. Okay, so you've got your niche. How in the world do you fit all of the work into just 5 hours? The answer is micro session workflow. You have to completely abandon the idea that you need a sacred, uninterrupted block of time to get all of your work done in, and instead you need to learn how to reclaim all of the dead time that you have during your days and week. Here's what this actually looks like. That 15-minute coffee break you have, that's for brainstorming video ideas. That 30-minute commute on the train, that's for outlining your script in a notes app. Waiting for a meeting to start and you've got 5 minutes, spend those 5 minutes researching a killer title. This fragmented approach allows you to knock out the entire pre-production phase each week. The ideation, the research, the scripting, you're doing this in tiny bursts throughout your work week. You may only reclaim 1 or 2 hours of time, but we're not trying to make miracles here. We're just trying to use what we have to our advantage. By the time the weekend rolls around, your video is already planned. You just have to execute. This approach respects your energy. You use low energy, scattered moments during the week for planning and save your best focused time for the weekend whenever you can film. Okay, so this brings us to the weekend and the single most powerful technique for busy creators: batching. Instead of stressing about filming one video every single week, you dedicate 2 to 3 hours on a Saturday, Sunday to filming multiple videos at once. Your content day may look like this. You wake up Saturday morning, you set up your mic and your camera once, and then you film 3 videos back to back. Each of those may only take about 30 minutes, and so in under 2 hours, you've got a month's worth of video content just ready to be edited. The real magic of batching is the insane efficiency. The setup and teardown time of doing 1 video or doing 4 is the exact same. And so by doing it all at once, you're killing redundant tasks and getting way ahead of schedule. This creates a buffer. So if you have a chaotic week at work, you don't have this looming dread of a upload deadline coming each weekend. You're no longer on the content treadmill, you're running way ahead of it. And the rest of your weekend can be spent editing one of those videos that you've already filmed, which feels a lot less daunting when the hard part is already done. Let me be clear, perfectionism is the enemy of the busy creator. You just don't have 10 hours in the week to hunt down cinematic B-roll or create complex animations. In the beginning, your goal isn't perfection, it's delivering value consistently. You have to embrace the good enough principle. For a new channel, the most important thing is the quality of the idea, not necessarily the quality of the production. Is your video solving a real problem for a specific person? If the answer is yes, then viewers will forgive you for imperfect lighting or basic editing. All right, so start simple. Your smartphone camera is way more than good enough. Seriously, if you were to invest in anything, invest in an affordable microphone first, because bad audio is way worse than bad video. Use simple editing software. There are even AI powered tools like Descript and Riverside that can edit your video just by editing the text or automatically chopping out the dead air to save you hours of editing work. Your mission is to get your first 20 videos out into the world so that you can start learning from that feedback. Every single video that you upload is another data point that tells you what your viewers want. You can't get that data if you spend your first 3 months trying to make the very first video that you put out there perfect. Okay, done is so much better than perfect. Finally, let's reframe how you think about your day job. It's not your obstacle, it's your single greatest asset. First, it's your well of credibility and content. Your real world work experiences give you an authority that a full-time YouTuber has to fight to manufacture. Your daily challenges, your wins, your expertise, that's an endless source of authentic, tested video ideas. Just make videos that would have helped your younger self in the career field that you're in. Second, your job gives you financial stability. This is a huge advantage. You aren't pressured to chase sketchy brand deals or create clickbait just to get views. You can focus on building a real community and providing genuine value without the stress of YouTube having to pay your rent. It allows you to play the long game. And third, it makes you relatable. Okay, sharing your journey of balancing a job with a creative passion connects you to a huge audience of people who are in the exact same boat. They don't want to see another influencer in $1 million studio. They want to see someone like them making it work. All right, let's bring it all together. The 5-hour YouTube channel blueprint is this. Step 1, find a sustainable niche using the 10 p.m. test and the production math. Focus on what you know. Step 2, use the micro session workflow to plan your content in the cracks of your day. Step 3, batch record a month's worth of content in a single 2 to 3 hour session on the weekend. Step 4, embrace the good enough approach. Focus on value and consistency, not perfection. And step 5, use your 9 to 5 as your superpower for credibility, content, and stability. Building a YouTube channel while working a full-time job isn't about sacrifice, it's about strategy. It's not about hustling harder, it's about having a smarter system. You don't need more time, you just need to make your time work for you. If you're ready to put this blueprint into action, I've created a free Notion template that will help you organize your content schedules and micro sessions. You can grab it in the link in the description. It's the exact same system that I use to stay consistent without burning out. All right, and now my question to you. What is the one topic that you can happily talk about at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday? Let me know in the comments below. Start there, start small, but just start. We'll see you in the next video.